intelligence actually turns out to be this like incredibly inflammatory, kind of topic for lots of reasons over the last 100 years. Even just the very idea that like some people are smarter than other people, just like really freaks people out, and people don't like to talk about it. We really struggle with that as a society. Intelligence, generally in the social sciences, what they'll tell you is what they call fluid intelligence, or the G factor, or IQ, is sort of 0.4 correlated to basically everything. And so it's a 0.4 correlation to like educational outcomes and like professional outcomes and income, and by the way also like life satisfaction, and by the way nonviolence, being able to solve problems without physical violence and so forth. And so like on the one hand, like we probably all underrate intelligence. On the other hand, the people who are in the fields that involve intelligence probably overrate intelligence. And you might even coin a term like maybe like intelligence supremacist or something like that, where it's just like, oh, like intelligence is very important, and so therefore maybe it's like the most important thing or the only thing. But then you look at reality and you're like, okay, that's clearly not the case. So 0.4 is tiny, but it's still only 0.4. And you're just like, genetic IQ just like drives all these outcomes. Like it still doesn't explain, 0.6. And so therefore it's just like this assumption that you kind of hear in some of the AI circles, which is like inevitably the smart, kind of thing is going to govern the dumb thing. Like I just think that's like very easily, it's just sort of very easily and obviously falsified. Like intelligence isn't sufficient. And then you just convey it. We're all in this room lucky enough to know a lot of smart people, and you just kind of observe smart people, and like some smart people, really figure out how to have their stuff together and become very successful, and a lot of smart people never do. And so there must be, there obviously are, and there in fact must be many other factors that have to do with success, and have to do with like who's in charge than just raw intelligence. So Ben, like what other than intelligence, what in your experience determines, for example, success in leadership or in entrepreneurship or in solving complex problems or organizing people?
Yeah, well, there are many things. Like a lot of it is being able to have a confrontation in the correct way, and there's some intelligence in that, but a lot of it is just really understanding who you're talking to. Being able to interpret everything about how they're thinking about it, and just kind of generally seeing decisions through the eyes of the people working in the company, not through your eyes, is a skill that you develop by talking to people all the time, understanding what they're saying, so forth, these kinds of things. And it's just, it's certainly not an IQ thing. So you're not trying to do what's popular. You're trying to get people to do what's correct, even if they don't like it. And that's a lot of management. So.